Hello, welcome to Distract TV. I'm here with the amazing and beautiful Kiki DaVille. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good, thanks. I'm really good. You're obviously the star of The Voice and will.i.am's best friend.
Oh, yeah, totally his best friend.
Has he invited you around for dinner yet?
No, not yet. Well, he spends quite a lot of time between here and LA, so it's a bit hard to pin him down. So I'm still trying though.
Just keep bombarding his phone with voice messages. Just he'll have to invite you around sometime.
Well, he's going to have to. He wanted me to be in his gang. So,
exactly.
you know.
How far did you actually get on The Voice?
I made it to battles, so I got knocked out at battles. So I made it to there's the sort of final 48.
Sure.
So
I've seen those battles. I think they should devise an element where you actually fight each other. How do you think you do?
Totally have won. I would have kicked James's butt.
Are you pretty tough?
Yeah, honey, I'm Australian for a start.
That's very true. I was going to say, I noticed the accent. I didn't want to say where, so I was going to say Scottish. I wasn't really. Kiki, I've noticed when you're on stage, by the way, amazing performance. There's a note you hit quite often. Dogs can hear that note, right? That's a powerful voice.
Thanks.
Where did you learn that from at a young age?
I've been singing for 25 years now. I started when I was really young, and I was trained by a great jazz singer in Australia. I have had some classical training, but it is something I've always done. But the great thing about burlesque is I get to sing so many different songs that I wouldn't normally get to sing in a mainstream kind of world. So the more you get to sing those kinds of songs, the better you get and the stronger you get. So I'm really lucky in that way.
Have you always kind of gravitated towards burlesque, or did you start off kind of maybe singing cheesy pop, or has burlesque always been a part of your kind of personality?
I've always been into vintage. I was always really into old Hollywood when I was younger. I was actually a session singer in Australia, so I sang commercials, television and radio, and I was a big band singer, so I've always had a big voice, and it's always been kind of cabaret musicals, that kind of stuff. But I did everything as a session singer. It wasn't really until I kind of discovered burlesque that I felt really at home, and that was about 5 years ago. Up until then, I was working quite a lot as a blues singer, which I love as well. But yeah, burlesque, I really started to feel at home when I found it.
Burlesque is in your heart.
It really is.
And I mean, because the outfits at burlesque they're out of this world, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy dressing up like
Absolutely. Just like any girl, I love a good frock. And as well, I'm as you can see, very much an hourglass figure. So there's a good 10 inches between my hips and my waist and my bust. So, you know, for me, not that you would have noticed, you know, but for me, the kind of clothes and that sort of, you know, going back to that real femininity is really, really important. So it makes me feel really comfortable, and I love the way we all dress.
Yeah, no, it is part of the whole spectacle, I guess. What's the kind of, like, since the kind of fame with The Voice and will.i.am being your best mate, obviously now, go around his house for dinner, I'm invited, it doesn't matter what you say. What's the kind of biggest crowds you've performed in front of now?
Well, actually, before The Voice, I did actually sing at the Sydney 2000 Olympics. So
showing off now.
Yeah, you know, just a bit. But I sang public domain entertainment, so between daytime and nighttime events. But I also sang at the World Masters Games, which was 36,000 people.
Wow.
So. But I think my episode got like 8.5 million viewers on the BBC, so you know.
It's not bad, Kiki, really, is it? You know,
Really.
Hopefully this interview will get about 8 million views.
Well, I hope so. That'd be amazing.
Wouldn't it be amazing for me and you?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we all go around will.i.am's house for dinner.
So hang out, yeah.
Kiki, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Again, your performance blows us all away, it really is, and you look amazing. But thank you so much.
Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.
No winging on a prayer. It's time to mark my path. I hope that you come too. No more waiting around for someone else to show